Hello everyone, welcome once again to Spicy Talk with Onwadia. It's me again, your love doctor, and today I have a very interesting topic for you. But first, I have a question to ask. Should a man do house chores? Like, should a man be involved in house chores? That's question, right? A strong one. And today's topic it's gonna be interesting because this is a very sensitive area that a lot of people don't really talk about. Well, before I go into the topic of the day, I want to welcome you all, my subscribers. Thank you so much for always coming. It's a delight to have you here. Come on, thank you so much. You guys are motivating me. I really appreciate. And for you who is just coming in for the first time, this is your first time on this channel, thank you so much for coming. Please go ahead and click the subscribe button when you are done watching. Don't forget, come on, let's remain a family. You can come into Spicy Talk and go out just like that. Click the subscribe button and let's be family. So now the question I asked, should a man do chores? And then the second one is how to avoid the battle of chores at home. I'm going to list out some points, like if you want your man to be involved in chores, the way to go about it and how to avoid these unending battles in the family because of household chores. Now, to start with, a study in Harvard Business School states that about 25% of marital issues and divorce disagreements are actually caused by household chores disagreements. Like seriously, household chores disagreement. 25% of divorce and issues emanating from marriage is as a result of household chores disagreement. And not only that, the media is just flooded with sex, money, fame, and all that. Nobody's talking about house chores because it's sensitive. People are trying to avoid it. Now, there are two categories of people I'm going to be using as a case study here. The Western ideology or template and the African template when it comes to household chores. Now, I will start with the African template before I go into the Western template. So, I am an African woman, so let me go into our template first before the Western template. In Africa, it is believed that house chores are solely for women. It is a woman's, sole responsibility to take up the household chores. It is a woman's duty to do the dishes, to do the laundry, to do the cleaning, and to also cook for the entire family, right? You're an African woman, you're an African man, you know those things, right? So let me know in the comment section. This is just the template. It is the woman's responsibility. It has been like that from time immemorial till now. A man is expected to go out, work, and bring home money, while the woman make do with what the man provided by turning it into food, by utilizing this money to take care of the children and whatever is needed, like cook food, clean the house, do the laundries, and even take care of the man himself. Now, imagine your in-laws coming to meet your husband sweeping as a woman, to meet your husband doing the dishes. You know they're going to raise the roof down. Like, you are a lazy wife. How could you? How dare you do this? How dare you do that? That is the African template. It is not expected that it's the man's responsibility or duty to do chores. Now, should a man do chores? Assist the wife in running, in taking up part of the house chores? My answer is yes. But in order to get a man to do chores, there are certain things as an African woman you must put into consideration. Remember, you are an African woman. Especially some of us living abroad. Before you go ahead to ask your husband, my answer is yes. But before you go ahead to ask your husband to do chores, put these things into consideration. How do you talk to him? One is gratitude. You must have the heart of gratitude to appreciate him for whatever little thing he must have been assisting you with at home. If you don't appreciate the little effort he's putting in the household, in the house chores, it will be difficult for him to assist you further. If he decides to wash the dishes, appreciate him. Man needs to feel appreciated for him to go a step further in helping you. If he does the dishes today and you say, thank you, my husband, thank you for assisting, tomorrow he will pick up the broom and decides to sweep the house because you have shown that gratitude. If you are not grateful for the little he's doing, trust me, he will not take a step further. Even if the both of you are working, non-stop, even if the both of you work and come back home at the same time. This is the African, template. Remember, these men were brought up by African parents. It has been instilled into them. It is already inside of them, knowing that house chores belong to the woman. It has been there in their heart. They grew up seeing their mothers do this. So it's not going to be an overnight thing for you to try to change that or change that ideology. It's not going to be overnight. So it's little by little. Second, don't ask with a command language. If you want your husband to assist you in house chores, don't use the command word. Go and. Rather say, please help. Please assist. I'm talking about African man, an African husband here. Please help me out with this. Please, sweetheart, do this. Don't say, go and do this. Go and bring this. Can't you do this? Don't use that word. He will be offended. He wouldn't want to do that. So avoid the command language. Next is encourage him. Whenever he's doing something you want him to do and he's not doing it the exact way you would have done it, don't feel bad and scold him. Don't scold him. Rather, let him know how he should do it better, but not in an angry manner like, can't you see what you're doing? You are sweeping, you're not sweeping it right. If this is how they sweep, would this house be this neat? Check your words. If he's not doing it right, he's a man. Some of these men are not used to chores. Trust me, they are not used to it because of the way they have been brought up. This is just Africa. While we are growing up, our mothers will say, go and sweep. They will say, go and do the dishes. But you will hardly hear our mothers say, ask the boys to go and do this. Unfortunately, this is how we've been brought up. We cannot change these things overnight. We have to do these things with wisdom. We need to apply wisdom. Another thing is learn to massage your husband's ego. Learn to massage his ego. If a man is doing something, praise him. Make him feel like he saved the day. Make him feel like, without him assisting this way, you would have been so stressed. Make him feel that, you really appreciate the fact that he is doing this despite, knowing that it is your responsibility. Make him know that, it is your wifey duty, but he's assisting you. Massage his ego. Trust me, a man whose ego is massaged daily will do the unthinkable. He can wash the roof for you. He can even mop the gate for you. Trust me, he will do the unthinkable. The more you massage his ego, you know what you want from him. He will do those things without knowing he's doing them for you. He'll wake up in the morning and look for things to help you with, especially with women with children. I call women superhumans. Women are superhumans. They are heroes. It's not easy raising children and doing all these things together. It's not easy. I understand that it's not easy. That is the reason why you need to find a tactical way of getting your husband involved in chores and the things you should avoid. If you want him to do these chores, learn to massage his ego so that the burden will be reduced. So that the burdens will be reduced, especially when your children are still very young. When your children are still very young, you need your husband. And for you to do that, keep pride aside. Keep your pride aside, keep it aside. And learn to talk with him with respect, with honor. Remember, you are an African woman and you are married to an African man. I will still come to the Western template. So for you to get your husband involved, learn to massage his ego and respect his person. Don't just command him. Don't just control him. No man wants to feel that way. Then, communication. Communication is key. A lot of women are overstressed with house chores. They are caring for the children. They still go to their place of work or business, and then they still come back to cook, to do the laundry, and to also keep the house tidy. That's a lot for one person. A lot. Now, how do you communicate this to your husband? To understand that this whole thing is killing you, to understand that this thing is stressing you out. A lot of women have devised some tactical ways. Some will just tell you that they will discuss with their doctors to give them bed rest. Some will take a vacation, a leave, compulsory one. They will discuss with their boss. They just want a way out. How many of you have felt like running away from the house? Let me know in the comment section. How many have felt like just leaving your children behind, leaving everything, and then just take off because you are tired? You've had it up to here. This is what stress can cause. So communicate this thing to your husband in a way he would understand. Sit down and have this conversation. If your husband isn't the type that helps in house chores, communicate with him. Effective communication will help a long way. Let him know the things you would love him to pick up and help at home. Let him know that, okay, in the morning, because I have been going to work late on my business, or I get tired, I'm having headache and all that. Remember, women have mood swings to also deal with. So learn to communicate. Sit down and have this conversation with your husband. Sweetheart, lately I have been so stressed. I would love if you would help me out with this and this. Maybe in the morning, help me out with the children while I try to fix breakfast. Especially in the morning, like before work time or business time. Getting the children ready for school can be a hell of a task. If you are in Africa, your neighbors don't need alarm. Your voice alone is enough to wake the entire neighborhood. You will shout, Chiamaka, Nkechi, what are you still doing in the bathroom? Oh, John, come on, hurry. You will shout and shout, and by the time you are done shouting, your head is filled up. I don't know how women do this. You get to the office, you still manage to put up that smile. Communicate it with your husband. Let him know how tired and stressful you get every day. One thing you must avoid is murmuring. Murmuring and just soliloquizing. Yes. And you're just talking to yourself in an angry manner. Your mood changes. That is not a good way to communicate. Now, let me tell you guys something. Where in my early days of marriage, I had this issue of communicating with my husband. What I want him to help me with. What I expected from him. So what I do is to murmur from point A to point B. I'll be doing chores and I'll be murmuring. I will murmur and murmur without knowing that Son of Man did not even know what he did, what he has done wrong to me. Son of Man is even innocent of my mood. He doesn't even know that women have this mood swing from time to time. I will murmur and murmur and murmur and murmur. Complain. I'll just be, people say, nah, tamu. And then when he tries talking to me, I will just ignore, I'll look for. So I realize this is a very terrible way of communicating my feeling with him. So I need to learn it. I need to let him know, sweetheart, please, I would love if you help me out. Or if you cannot, if it's something I alone can do, I just need you to encourage me, appreciate what I'm doing. I will still come to men. This is a lengthy topic. Appreciate it. So with time, he now understood me. He does his part, okay? He helps from time to time. But you see, there are things I expected him to help me out with. But he didn't know until I told him. So we need to communicate. Sometimes these men don't know. If you want your husband to help out, communicate it. Open your mouth and tell him, but not in an angry manner. Don't be angry when talking to him. Don't be murmuring. Don't be sad. Some of them don't know, and some of them were brought up just this way, watching their mother kill herself with chores. Some of them develop blood pressure. Some of them are having mental stress. Why? Because they have been burdened with so much chores. I don't know how our mothers did it. Some of them had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children. So how did they manage? How did they cope? I don't know. But you see, this time around, we need the men to help out. But we need wisdom to help, to make them do these chores. We need wisdom. We can be careless with our words. We cannot be careless with the way we talk to them. If you want them to do it, communicate it. Say what you feel from your heart. Say it out. Having said that, let us look at the Western template. Over there in the Western world, in the Western society, it is a man and a woman's duty to do the chores 50-50. 50. Unlike in the African template where a man is expected to take care of his family, go out there, work and fix the bill, like take care of the bills, the rent, provide money for food, the children's school fees, and so many other things. Yes, whether the woman is assisting or not, but it is believed that it is a man's responsibility. So your woman is expected to just assist, not 50-50. The African society does not encourage 50-50. If you try to practice it in Africa, sorry, you will fail woefully. Now, in the Western society, because both parties pick the bills 50-50, it is expected that both will also do the chores 50-50. I do the cooking, you do the dishes. I mop the floor, you do the laundry. That is how it is. And it has been working for them. I don't know. But you see, there are advantages and disadvantages to this. There are advantages and disadvantages. Now, let us look at the disadvantage of this African template to women. The husband feels it is the woman's sole responsibility. So most of them sit back and watch the woman kill herself with chores. Whether you tell them or not, some husbands, even when you tell them, they will still not do it, right? They will say, woman. So there are women who can't even talk to their husbands about it. Like, if you look at the man, you look at how high and mighty he is, you just respect yourself and continue what you're doing. You can talk to him. In the Western society, you can't tell your husband, can't you see the dishes in the sink? Can't you see the bed is not made? Oh, and it works perfectly fine for them. Does it? Let me know. If it works perfectly for you guys in the Western world, let me know. Like, can't you, sweetheart? Or you call him by his name. Can't you do this? Can't you do that? Now, let me talk to the African women. Wives, do not try, I repeat, do not try to use the Western template. Something you just came upon on an African husband if you are living in the Western society. Always carry it at the back of your mind that you are married to an African man. You cannot say, well, we are in US now. We are in Europe now. And then you decide to say, can't you see the dishes? You people will start fighting and your marriage will crash. You start calling police for each other. You start calling police. If you want your husband to do that, it's a gradual thing. Yes, you have left Africa. It's a gradual thing. Small, little by little. You talk to him with respect. You communicate well with him. Remember, he is an African man, brought up African ideology that chores are meant for women. Chores are a woman's responsibility. So when you go there and you start commanding Chike or commanding Nnamdi or African man, trust me, you will end up having issues. Apply wisdom. Put these things into consideration. Even if the both of you are splitting the bills, even when you are splitting the bills, still look at yourself as a wife, as a wise woman, as a wise wife. As a wise wife. Now to the African man, please learn to help your wives. Do not wait to be told. Do not wait to be asked to do something. Look at this woman for Christ's sake. Look at this woman. Take a look at her. Do you like what you see? How stressed up she feels every day? And then at night, you still disturb her. You still expect her to satisfy your sexual need. She is a human being. She has family. She's a human being with flesh and blood. Help her out. Don't always wait for her to get angry, to murmur before you lift a finger to help her. Some men will sit down in front of the television, weekends, without thinking that this is weekend, this woman needs to also rest. They will sit down and watch football, or they will even go out and not come back home on time. Leaving this woman with children, leaving her with burden of the house chores. And you expect to come back home, your meal is fixed. You expect to also come back home with her waiting for you in the bedroom. Learn to assist without being asked. Be a loving husband. Be a sweet husband. Help your wife out. Even if you are the one picking 100% of the bill, still help her out. The fact that she can carry these children for you, birth these children, and still try to raise these children all by herself with you working and coming back, you are hardly at home. A lot of women are stay-at-home moms. Reason being that they want to raise these children the proper way. They take these children to school, they go back to still pick them, they fix lunch, they fix dinner, they fix... it's so much. They're supposed to be on salary. So no matter what, even if you are picking 100% of the bill, still assist her, especially on weekends. See what you can help her out with. Reduce the burden. Don't let her get too stressed. Now, back to the Western templates. I don't know how it's working out because I am not married to a white guy or anything. I am married to an African man. But from what I can see, a lot of marriages are still having issues, are still breaking down because of the same thing. Because of disagreements. Marriages are crashing. Because a woman believes, oh, I am also picking the bills, so we are equal. In marriage, the moment you begin to see yourself rub shoulder with the man on every level, the marriage will not stand the test of time. It will not stand the test of time. Wisdom is needed. Talk to him, even if you're splitting bills 50-50. Learn manner of approach. A lot of men over there don't want to do the dishes. They don't want to be seen sweeping. They don't even want to be controlled. Yet you do that because you are in a Western society. And then you complain about your husband, your husband not doing these things. He is not doing it because of the way you're talking to him. He is not doing these things because of your manner of approach. He is running away from chores because you are not doing it with love. You are supposed to do things together with love, isn't it? Don't feel, oh, it is our both responsibility. Like, oh, he should know better. While I cook, he does the dishes. While I sweep, he does the laundry. I birth first son, you birth the last child. Everything is 50-50. 50-50 does not work in marriage. Give your 100%. From your heart, give 100%. Anybody that says 50-50, I did it, it does not work. Ask people, ask them, how happy are they? Let me even ask, if you are on this channel and you are in the Western world, let me know how far this template has helped you. Do you enjoy it? Truth be told, no man, even if you are in the Western society, want to be told to go and do chores in a rude manner. Want to be reminded that, oh, you people are splitting bills together. So the chores has to be done 50-50. Things must be done in a loving and respectful manner. So for your husband to do chores, it is you, the woman, that will make him do it. How you approach him, how you talk to him, how you send a message, how you communicate with him will determine if he's going to do those chores lovingly or if he's just going to do it out of compulsion. He doesn't have a choice, so you don't call the cops for him. So you both don't start fighting again. And yes, are expected to assist in the house chores, not out of compulsion. In an African woman living in the Western society, you must remember that your husband was not brought up there. Your husband, was brought up in Africa with this mindset that chores are for women. So in order to get him to assist you and do his part, you must learn you must learn a good manner of approach. Otherwise, look at your marriage crashing already. You see the walls cracking already, because when you fight every day over chores, you have disagreement every day over chores. Trust me, the foundation begins to get weaker and weaker by the day. And what happens? Divorce is already very close by. Please, women, learn manner of approach. Learn to communicate your feelings. Talk to him in a respectful manner. Massage his ego every now and then. And then as for the man, please, Don't let your woman lie to you that she's sick before you help her. Yes, don't let your woman, lie that she's stressed out or she's having a breakdown before you help out. Some of you will see a woman 9 months old pregnant, still struggling to do something, and then you just be watching. No, don't be that man. Be that man that the wife can say, my husband is such an amazing. How many of you can testify to this? My husband is such an amazing man. He helps me with the chores. He does his part. He's a loving husband. Gradually, don't force it overnight. If he's not used to doing chores, don't force it. Let it be a gradual change for him. And let him see the reasons and appreciate him. Heart of gratitude will win him over. All right, guys, this is how I leave it here, and this is how I come to the end of today's topic. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Which template has been working for you? Are you an African woman? How have you been approaching your husband? How has your husband been helping out? And what did you do to get him help out in the chores? And you in the Western world, in the Western society, what has been working for you? Let me know in the comment section. I am so excited. I want to hear from you. Let me know the things that has been working for you and how you have managed to get your husband to do chores, even if you're splitting bills 50-50. All right, until I come your way again with another interesting topic, I remain Onwadia, your love doctor. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.